Welcome once again to another episode of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell your friends about my YouTube channel as well. And if you're seeing this on Facebook's Shelf Life page, I hope you'll like it and you'll share with your friends. So, as always, I'm bringing to your attention two great books, two fiction books that are very highly recommended. The very first book is The Hive by GREGG Olsen. This is published by Thomas and Mercer, and it retails for $23.95. GREGG Olsen has written many bestsellers, and The Hive is a very ambitious. It's a bit on the long side, and but it still is very highly recommended. The Hive revolves around a detective, Lindsay Jackman. Recently, her partner and her mentor, the man who got her into the detective world, Alan Sharp, committed suicide. And she's still reeling from that horrible misfortune. But now she must deal with a body that is found at the bottom of the falls. The body is that of Sarah Baker, and obviously she did not jump from the top of the falls. There were signs of trauma to her body, strangulation, and she was murdered. And there was also, 20 years ago, a body found in another river, a woman by the name of Calista Sullivan, who died. And it was never really, the case was never really solved. But now, as the detective looks into the case, she finds there's a common denominator, that both women who died worked at Spellman Farms. Now, Marnie Spellman is the owner. It is like a holistic retreat where they use products from bees, like bee pollen and bee honey, and it's a healing place where people create products for the body. And those people who are part of the little clique are known as the Hive. And there were 5 women who were part of the Hive, including Calista Sullivan, who, as I said, died 20 years ago. So Detective Lindsay Jackman looks into this, and she finds a lot of unusual goings on at Spellman Farms. So she knows that something is not right, that they are hiding things. A lot of the people who worked there went on to great things, as one of the women is trying to become a U.S. Senator. So the women there have kept their secrets, including the Calista Sullivan secret, for 20 years. And now it appears that the truth is coming out, and they will do anything to stop the truth from coming out. So the book is really interesting. It's like a psychological look at what people do and why they do it and how it affects others. But the main thing is there's a killer out there, and they have to catch the killer. And Lindsay Jackman is a very relentless police officer. Let's put it that way. And this is book 1, and it appears there will be more books because she's a fascinating character. As I said, she's gone through a lot of trauma in her life, especially with the death of her mentor. So if you're looking for an interesting book, The Hive is definitely buzzworthy because it has a lot of interesting plot twists, and I know you will enjoy it totally. The second book of note is Good as Dead by Susan Walter. This is published by Lake Union, and it retails for $23.95. Susan Walter, this is her debut novel, but she has written a screenplay, and she has directed a movie in which Sharon Stone starred. So she is no stranger to writing quality works. But with her first novel, this is a very complex psychological thriller. It is told from the perspective of 6 different characters. So it sort of wanders back and forth. So you might need a scorecard here, because there's 6 different perspectives. Each chapter goes back 3 months previously to what happened and what is happening present day. So the main part of the book is it involves Holly Kendricks and her husband Gabe. They were out getting into their car, and a car came by and hit their car, killing Gabe. Holly was injured. She went to the hospital, and the driver left the scene of the accident. So a man comes to the hospital. His name is Evan. He's known as a fixer, and he is representing actually the person who committed the hit and run. And it's sort of blood money because he offers Gabe and Holly's daughter Savannah a house in California, and all expenses paid. It's sort of like hush money as well too, to compensate for the trouble that they went through. So they reluctantly accept it, but Evan also wants the dash cam that was in the Kendricks car, and Savannah takes it. She sort of hides it because she's not sure whether she wants to share the footage with the police. So it becomes very interesting. And there are other characters, such as Libby and Andy, who are the neighbors when they moved to California. And they're very nosy. And there's a lot of interesting things in the neighborhood that the author keeps us in the dark for a lot of the book as to just what is the end game here. What is the result of all this, and will the hit and run driver ever be discovered? Will the police find him, or is it best if he's not found? And there's another character, Jack, who figures into the plot too. He's sort of a mysterious character as well. So there's really a lot going on. You won't be bored by this book, because with 6 different perspectives, 6 different voices, telling the story, you will certainly be thinking, okay, how do they fit into the plot? So Good as Dead is as good a book as it gets. So if you're looking for a different kind of twisty thriller, this is definitely the book for you. So those are the 2 books I wanted to draw to your attention this time out. Hopefully you will consider them when you're making your book purchases. So as always, I welcome your comments, positive and negative. Please send me your feedback. It helps me, find out what you want to hear about, the type of books you want reviewed, and I do my best to accommodate my viewers. So as always, stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and do stay in touch. And thank you again for watching. Bye for now.